All right, guys, name is Tyler, aka Nanogenix, and today, guys, as you saw by the title, we are doing an event exclusive unboxing of Vegeto Blue, as well as our man, the LSSJ Broly, which, as if there's not already been enough of those coming out. And then last but not least, we've got the new Perfect Cell as well. So let's go ahead, let's get over onto the unboxing camera itself. Now, before I actually hop in, I thought you guys might want to see something like this as well, just because it was part of the actual sort of event and the sort of Dragon Ball World Tour. Is this where it comes with his actual hands that can hold his power pole, as well as his power pole that has been shown off as part of promo for the new Dragon Ball Super movie. So anyway, as well as just pretty much, well, it's just Son Goku's power pole. But anyway, you actually got this for free for getting anything when you were there at SDCC, or I think at any of the Dragon Ball World Tour. So there's that. As well as, in case you just want to see this, I'm gonna do this at the very end, which is the energy, the sort of white exclusive, event exclusive white version of the energy aura that they have for the actual figures themselves. So anyways, let's go ahead. I feel like the most hype thing here that people want to see is the Vegeto Blue, so we'll get to him first. Then we'll do Cell, and then I think we'll do Broly at the end. Now, what is kind of cool about today's video is that I actually have the other Vegetos, as well as all the other sort of figures that go along with these. So as you can see here, we do have both. I have him both in his base form and his SSJ form, and we will check them out compared to the actual Vegeto Blue that we have too. So let's go ahead, let's get the unboxing knife out. Now, if you are someone who has tuned into these more than just today, then you will be noticing there's a pretty big difference about today's setup. And it does kind of bother me a little bit that you could, you can, whenever it goes to wide angle, you can see a lot of this stuff, but I feel like overall, the unboxing itself is just going to go a lot smoother like this, and I feel like you're getting a better angle of everything. The backdrop is better, and all of that, it's just great. So now that we have him out, let's take a look at the box really fast, just because I know I personally like looking at the box, and the box on these was just so great. So one reason why I want to get them out here so you can see this. In the back of this one in particular, they have the actual San Diego Comic-Con sort of icon layering the entire back part of that. Now that is actually the entire back of that. They also have the actual Comic-Con exclusive badge there. So this one I believe is SDCC exclusive, whereas these two over here, which we'll go ahead and grab the Broly just for a good sort of demonstration, just say event exclusive, as you can see right there. So definitely a bit of a difference on these guys. We have the official Tamashii Nations logo, the Funimation logo, the Bandai logo, as well as the Dragon Ball Super logo. Event exclusive color edition, Super Saiyan God SS with in parentheses Super Saiyan there, Vegeto. And let's go ahead, let's take a look at the side. So they do have some nice cool portraits of how he sort of looked in the actual anime there. It looks pretty great. And then the back, it does look like his sort of black hair that comes along with him looks better than the one that actually comes with the regular one. So let's go ahead and let's hop into the actual guy and just take a look and see what we're kind of working with today. So he does come with his crossed arms, which, as you can see, are the ones I have on both of the Super Vegetos that I had here. I really just like that pose. I think that pose in particular just looks great. Honestly, just looks super good on these figures. Okay, let's get some of this off of here really fast. And do a little bit of this as well, if we can, and not cause too much of that. I do like that they do that for keeping color and stuff on these guys good, but it does kind of suck when it comes to like doing an unboxing of them. Let's get this popped back on there. The shoulder pads just kind of sort of, as you can see here, just go in the back there. You can kind of see that. See, those were connected. So here we go. Vegeto Blue, the SSG SS Vegeto, as I like for some reason to say on there. I prefer just calling him either Vegeto Blue or Blue Vegeto. But there he is. The only problem with this guy right here is that his modeling, other than his coloring is obviously a little bit different, but his modeling and everything else that they did with him is just spot on, exactly 1.0. They really didn't do much in the term of his actual model and his look. The one thing though that definitely did change with this is definitely, I can already tell right now, his joints are top tier. They made sure, it seems like to me, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell this on camera. Honestly though, Vegeto's joints are already pretty solid, but his joints are just good. Oh my gosh, his joints feel absolutely great. All of it. This is just an absolutely beautiful figure. So he does come with this right here, his Spirit Sword attachment. He also comes with, as you can see there, his base hair, which does appear to maybe look a little bit different. So here is his base hair that comes with this one, and then here's the base hair on the actual Vegeto. It is a bit of a different shade. Oddly enough, I do feel like it really does. It has a bit of a different shade to it, which, I mean, okay, I'm cool with that. Whatever, man. Whatever floats their boat, but it definitely does look a little bit different. Okay, so really quick then, we're going to move on to the cell in here in just a sec, but we do have his sort of to fit into the actual spirit sword. As you can see there, the molding is specifically for this hand right here. Then we have these two hands right here for doing mostly blast or maybe grapple. If you wanted to, you could totally make that one be sort of a grapple with another. And then we have pretty awesome expressions for both in his blue form and in his base form. And that is pretty much the Vegeto Blue from San Diego Comic-Con. So let's go ahead, let's hop in. Let's do the cell now, and then we will do Broly to finish off the video. By the way, guys, while I'm hopping into this cell right now, if you're new to the channel, you've not done so yet, consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. We are just about 10,000 away, a little over 10,000 right now from the big 300,000 here on YouTube, which is such a big and ridiculous milestone here on this platform. So if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying today's video, consider going down there, slapping that subscribe button, as well as if you are really enjoying the video, consider slapping the like button as well. Actually, you know what? Since this one doesn't have like a crazy sort of back to it, let's take a look at the actual box itself. Again, I'm doing this on a completely new sort of setup for me, so hopefully everything's looking good. Hopefully everything is, you guys are liking the new setup. So there is that side. Here is the back. He does actually look like he has a different color Kamehameha wave, which is kind of cool. I did not grab that for the old cells, unfortunately, but anyway, that I do think looks maybe a little bit better. And then he of course has crossed arms as well, which you're about to see. I have both the new cell and the old cell with crossed arms. You're about to see that here in just a sec. And as you can see there, event exclusive color edition perfect cell. I like these. I mean, these boxes are just literally top tier. They're the best boxes that they've made for these figures. Event exclusive color edition perfect cell. And there you go. That's pretty much everything there. We have the official Funimation, Bandai, Tamashii Nations. I believe Bluefin might be somewhere on here. Yeah, there's Bluefin right there. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get in here. Now, if you don't collect these and you're just watching this because maybe you're watching it because it's a video I put out, or maybe you just stumbled upon it. If you don't collect these, but you do collect some figures, feel free to let me know down below. What are some of the Dragon Ball figures that you do collect? I'm always curious. I for one am someone that really just tries to stick to a certain sort of figure. I do have some from different sets. Some. It takes a really special figure to make me want to get out of sort of what I'm already collecting, because I'm a very much so a completionist kind of person. And so for me to get into another set of figures, it makes me then want to go all out in that set as well. And I don't really have room for that anymore. Like unfortunately I just don't. So that's it. That's why I try anyway to really stick to what I'm already sort of like deep into, which is why there are so many figures behind me and in this room that are just from Figuarts and not much else, because I just want to own the full sets of things that I'm collecting. So that in and of itself, if you ever wonder why I don't do too many other unboxings of different types of stuff, that's why, because I try to stick to my one sort of, thing, and just try and make sure that I have everything from that. So of course they're releasing event exclusive figures of such hype and awesome characters. I'm gonna have to get them, and it wouldn't have mattered who it was. It could have literally been anyone, and I was going to have to pick them up. So here we go. We now have the cell out of his box, man, dude. This guy just feels and looks great. Like, look at the sheen on those friggin' wings and the shoulder pads and just everything. This figure looks absolutely fantastic. I am like beyond in love with this right now. Oh my gosh, this figure looks great. Okay, so real quick before we look at everything else that's included with him, here is the original cell. This is the original one that came out like 4 years ago, before they did the upgraded color edition, I guess a year ago now, a little over a year. So this is the original. Again, like I said, you're going to see, I do like these sort of crossed arms look for these figures. I think it just looks great. Plus, honestly, they stand like that a lot, so that's why I put them like that anyway. So here we go. Here's a comparison between those two, and just to go ahead and just throw it into the mix, let's go ahead and bring in the updated, I think they called this the premium color edition. So here is, let's do it in actual order of release. So here we go. Now then, we've got the oldest, the midway, and then the brand new event exclusive one over here. Which one's your favorite, guys? Feel free to let me know down below. I honestly, I liked the bright green. I did like the bright green, but I still was an OG kind of guy. I just really liked the OG cell. I know he looks a little bit sort of faded almost, I guess, or he's just a darker green, but I just kind of liked that. But now that we have this one, I think this one's definitely going to be my favorite. So that's that. Let's take a look at the accessories that come with this guy. He does obviously have the crossed arms. He then also has his sort of faces, his smirk, as well as his sort of charge up. Now this guy right here would look great with that new white aura behind him. He then has some sort of like grappling kind of hands. Then you could do like almost about to attack sort of hands, and then some actual energy blast hands here. I guess actually these could be, you could do grapple with these, or the Kamehameha, you could grip the Kamehameha with that. And then, as I said, he does have his folding arms. And then here is the actual Kamehameha wave itself, which, yes, this is probably the best looking one. Like no joke. The sort of color on that, I don't know if it's even worth trying to get out, but the color on that actually does look really good. Probably the most realistic color they've made for that. These go into here, it looks like a full blast. It's actually pretty legit. I used to have that set up with my cell, and then I sort of just stopped doing that just because, I don't know, I like the way I set up my other ones. So now then, we're on to the final one. Potentially the most hype here. Vegeto Blue definitely being hyped too. Everyone wanted a Vegeto Blue character. Unfortunately, we don't. We can have him fight Rose, which isn't exactly canon, but we do definitely want to merge them also at this point, just to make him have someone that he does fight properly. If you are someone who likes to stick to creating actual scenes that happen in the anime itself. So now then, we're hopping into this Broly really fast. Let's take a look at the box itself. It's actually kind of hard to even get in the full frame here. We do have the event exclusive here, Tamashii Nations, Funimation, the Dragon Ball Super logo, the official Toei right there. Event exclusive color edition Broly. Let's take a look at the side here. I do honestly, I know this is the third Broly figure, but it might be my favorite one just because this color edition of it looks just so good. That is such an epic picture there. And then again, there's the back, in case you guys wanted to check that out. And there's the front one more time before we do hop into this insanely massive box here, because it is a Broly figure. So of course they've got to make the box ridiculous. They've got to make the figure himself absolutely ridiculous. Let's take a look here at this guy. Now again, following suit with the Vegeto as well as the Cell, especially the Cell, since that was the one we do have so many editions of. Whoops, just hit my mic there, hardcore. I do have the others here to take a look at, but they're also big. I may not be able. We'll put all three just for a good comparison, but it's gonna be a little difficult. Anyway, here is the new Broly. Also, I didn't mention it, but the Cell's joints were on point. The Cell's joints felt the best of the three. These joints are great. I had already read that the joints felt like they had been completely updated. Felt like they were doing a really good job with them. And I can 100% confirm to you guys right now, the joints feel absolutely fantastic. So, with that said, before we start looking at everything else, that you guys can pretty well see everything that's included with this, I even grabbed the old Energy Blast to compare them to this one. Let's take a look first at the original Broly that released like 4 years. He released in I think he released in 2014, so 4 years ago. So here's the original. Here is the original Broly that released. Here's a comparison of the original Broly to the now new event exclusive Broly here. There you go. And then, last but not least, let's bring in the SDCC 2016 Broly, if I'm not mistaken, or was he last year? Was he just, there's no way he was just last year. I'm getting, no. Last year was Kaioken Goku, so he was the 2016 Broly, SDCC exclusive Broly. So as you can see, there is a bit of a difference. I may have to include a picture just so you guys can get a proper sort of feel of how different each of these guys look. But they do actually have a bit of a different feel. Obviously, these two, this one went for more detail with his actual clothing, some actual shading, as you can see, whereas this one is more just sort of a basic sort of figure right there. This one was shading to try and stick to the same sort of scheme, just better shading right here. Let's go ahead and get these two out of the way though. Again, the SDCC one, the original one here. And then let's look at the brand new event exclusive. Also, one last comparison before we do fully hop into him. Let's take a look at the updated Energy Blast, the new Energy Blast versus the older one that I have had on my shelf for quite some time. So this is the older one. This is the brand new one. I actually, again, it's kind of hard to tell just because of camera and everything else, and of course depending on your screen yourself, but I actually think I like the original better just because it's a deeper green versus the kind of sort of lighter green. Although it does sort of match his sort of actual kind of look right now, just to kind of overall complete it. Again, this is the old one, this is the new one, so let's put that out of the way. Now then, the actual Broly himself. Good lord, this would be a staple piece of anyone's collection, as those two already are. The actual coloring, the shading, everything just looks absolutely great. The thing I've always enjoyed about these figures, the Broly ones, is that they stand up very easily on their own. Now, maybe not on this, which is why I didn't really do a standing test earlier with them. I haven't done with any of them, is because this table is so slick, it's really hard for them to get good grasp and actually stand up. As someone who's been doing a lot of videos with these figures on this, it's really difficult to do that, but usually these are very easy to stand up, very easy to pose and do what you want to with them. It does come with 3 Energy Blasts. It actually does also come with an actual stand here for you to put your Energy Blasts on. You can also use it to hold him up and stuff, or hold someone up for him. Like, so that way it looks like he's like grabbing onto him and like slamming them down or something like that. So they do actually have holes in them for you to be able to put that into, and then have them in front of his hand to actually look like he is shooting out an Energy Blast. He has his sort of just standard Broly face, his smirk face, his sort of energy, I'm like destroying everyone sort of face. Then he does have his fists, his actual sort of energy sort of cusp type hands, which are the ones I use to hold his actual Energy Blast in his hand like this. And then he has like, you're actually shooting it, like you put it down on the thing and actually blasting it out of his hand. So there is the event exclusive Broly. We've now taken a look at everything. I want to look at one last thing before we wrap up this video, just because I would want to see this, you know, just for our own personal reasons. Let's open up this last thing here, which is this white aura, white version Energy Aura event exclusive. Now, I can't 100% confirm that these will be at all of the Dragon Ball World Tour things. I think that they will be. I feel like that's the reason why you call them that. But I don't know. I imagine Vegeto Blue definitely not, because they put the actual SDCC logo on him. But there you go. I believe this, as well as the Broly and the Cell, are supposed to be at the other Dragon Ball World Tour sort of events, I think. Anyway, here is the white aura. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. There are several characters where you know, right now all they had was blue and yellow, and so it's very nice to finally have a white aura, because there are so many characters that when they charge up have more of a white aura to them, and so this will work so much better for those characters. So anyway, I actually think it's more like that. I don't know that it matters too much, but there is the white aura. Guys, that has been today's video. We unboxed a Vegeto Blue, an event exclusive Perfect Cell, as well as an event exclusive Broly. If you enjoyed the video, consider slapping the like button. As I said quite a bit ago, if you're new here, consider subscribing. That has been today's video. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Feel free to let me know down below your thoughts on these figures, or any other figures you guys have been collecting as of recently, or if there's just one you want to sort of talk about down below, feel free to let me know down there. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.